everyone, and welcome back to my channel. So on today's video, I simply wanted to kind of get back into talking about products again and just kind of feeling more like myself here on YT. I also do currently work a ton right now in my life, so I don't always have a lot of designated time to kind of sit here and talk about stuff, but I also do realize, especially with these past few weeks, holidays coming into the chat, that, I'm really my worst enemy when it comes down to filming and being consistent with that, and that I really just have to find the time. I have to schedule a little bit more time outside of my regular life to really make it happen the way that I would like to. Also, today is a pretty shady day here in Florida. It looks like it's about to rain, honestly and truthfully. But it is the morning time and I will be going to work in roughly about an hour, and I definitely want to make it happen because I also do miss editing. I miss having stuff to edit. I miss talking about products and that being kind of like a central focus like in my life. And then also I wanted to structure it a little bit different on my YouTube to where as though I'm not just reviewing like one thing after one thing. So I decided to do a collective video of just a couple things in my bathroom and a couple things that I really do like. And if you guys have tuned into any of my more so recent videos, which, I mean, there's no telling what's recent at this point on my page, I have mentioned that I only discuss things that I like. I will only be making lists out of things that I enjoy. I mean, if there's anything that I don't like, I don't mind obviously mentioning that, but for the most part, I am influenced by nothing but myself. Okay, so these are just things that I've tried, things that could become or are staples, and things that maybe I would like to talk about. To talk about beauty and products in the name, in the spirit of beauty, right? But also to introduce you guys to some new things. If there's anything you were thinking about trying or anything that you just don't know about and you're gonna find out in this video. The first item that I'm going to talk about is going to be the Megababe Smoothie Deo Fruit Enzyme Daily Deodorant with bilberry, lemon, and orange. This product, I absolutely adore this product. I tried it and it is a pretty expensive deodorant. It smells like fruit. I absolutely think that it smells phenomenal. It smells almost kind of like a champagne, fruity. It smells like lemon and orange and berry. That's exactly what it smells like, what it states. But you know how champagne pop or, champagne toast, it kind of seems like a medley of really just like bright, fluorescent, fruity scent. That's kind of the first thing that it reminds me of when I smell it, just kind of like a big burst of fruit, like a fruit basket. Mine is pretty much done, but I do have a backup one because I do really love this product a lot. And what I love about it is I feel like it doesn't kind of like patch up, but also the scent is just very unique for me. I'm trying to think of the formula. It's very skin considerate. It says with pH balancing fruit enzymes, naturally scented with coconut, lime, and bilberry. And yeah, this is a really great brand. I do want to try more stuff from them. Especially since trying this product has been amazing, and probably this would, I would say, be my most favorite deodorant that I've tried thus far. Definitely is my standard deodorant. If I try anything else, I'll let you guys know, but this one, I really do like it a lot. Next product that I just keep in my bathroom, I have a little like dish container, which I do plan on doing more videos in my bathroom with hair. makeup, so we're loading on that, but I do have a little kind of like assortment of lipsticks, chapsticks, one of them being the Vaseline Lip Therapy in the Rosy Lips. But I don't just use this on my lips, so nightly I will put a little bit on my T-zone, all over my nose, because you know I get crusties on my nose sometimes, and then all over my lip area and kind of my mouth area. I've had some scarring going on, just light acne issues, and I might put it on the scar overnight as well. And what that does is I wake up the next day to pretty much unagitated skin. The skin has no flakies, you know, no anything like that going on. Where if I were to put makeup over it, it would just like further inflame it or agitate it. And I don't know what it is about Vaseline, but this formula just soothes my skin and just makes sure that everything is protected and well balanced. So sometimes I even might put it here underneath the eyes, because sometimes those areas, especially living in Florida, where we're constantly, well, not today because honey, it looks like it's about to rain today, living in Florida where we're constantly exposed to the sun, you know, pretty much 24/7, you'll find that there's areas on your face, especially me coming from up north, it is a drastic difference on my daily basis as far as like my climate is concerned. Me living in a place where it's hot 24/7 forces me to kind of try new things, to always stay hydrated, because a lot of sun exposure can make your skin dry and all of the things. So I only need this really small one, and I like to keep it, you know, in the assortment of my lip products and things that I use. This one, I would say I've had it for maybe like a couple years now. I've tried it in the last 2 years and I've just constantly kept buying it. I like the Rosy Lips one because it's a little bit tinted, just in case I choose to wear it alone for whatever reason. But I will take a little bit of it and put it just like in this whole area, you know, just because also that makes sense, because this area in your face is like protruding out, so it's also more exposed to the elements that be. And this just really has helped my skin so much, just doing that process. Doesn't have to be every night, but if you do have any issues where you do experience that your skin for whatever reason is flaky, maybe trying this method where you just kind of put a little bit of Vaseline on that spot, and let it kind of sit there and penetrate the skin, you'll notice that first of all, scabs and things like that will come off a lot easier after a while, and they'll just kind of fade. This is just very powerful, and it's very inexpensive, and I think that that's really what gets me about it. Like, some things are just not that expensive, you know. Another thing that I use, and I really wanted to make this video kind of like just 7 products, but it ended up being 8 because I had to incorporate all of the things together for it to make sense. So I am still using Mario Badescu products, which if you know, you know. And I usually have these like this in my bathroom because I have something that I can do that with, like what I keep my products on. But I took them out of the bathroom to talk about them with you guys today. I'm using the Glycolic Foaming Cleanser still, which I really love. I think I'll never stop using it, honestly. And then the Enzyme Cleansing Gel, which was the 8th product, because I feel like I can't really mention one without the other because I use them together pretty much all the time. And if I don't have one or the other, I am not so interested in using them, honestly, without one another. I think that they work well together. And ever since years ago that I incorporated the Enzyme Cleansing Gel, I've just never been able to stop using it. I only use a dab of this, and then a majority, obviously, of the Glycolic Foaming Cleanser. This one is a big size. I have yet to find another one, but I need to go and get more because I just love this stuff so much. It's gentle on the skin. I think it gradually fades marks, dark marks, and basically what it works towards is evening out the skin tone, complexion, and making everything just look seamless and together. And also it's skin clearing, but it's not very aggressive like, something super aggressive, which works for me because I do feel like I have very sensitive skin. It's not very hard for me to use something and it reacts terribly, especially if it's super aggressive on the skin. And the Enzyme cleansing gel, I think that just helps. It says cleanse twice daily with our best-selling face wash. This papaya and grapefruit infused formula removes excess oil and dulling surface impurities to rejuvenate the complexion, leaving skin bright and refreshed. So you can actually use this by itself, but I've never used this by itself. I always put a dab of this in my glycolic scrub or foaming cleanser, and this says refine uneven skin tone, which was what I was talking about, and texture with this resurfacing face wash formulated with glycolic acid and a soothing blend of chamomile, marshmallow, sage, St. John's wort and yarrow. Glycolic foaming cleanser is the brightening solution that deep cleans pores, promotes radiance, and minimizes the appearance of dry, fine lines and uneven skin. So this is doing a lot, right? And then I just put a little bit of this in there, and that's kind of how I do it. But I use both of these things together, and I really do like both of them. I feel like this is just such a staple for me. I love Mario Badescu products. Usually they never steer me in the wrong direction, so I just really trust this brand a lot. The next product, one that I've been really liking a lot, has been the Tahitian Vanilla Bean Moisturizing Shave Oil. I think I got this from Marshall's like just to try, and I ended up really loving it. And I really am not big on shave oils, but I have become a shave oil girly through kind of using this. And then come to find out it's really kind of more so basic. You can get it at Ulta. Tree Hut has a bunch of products and scrubs and things of that nature. And it's not very difficult to find their stuff pretty much everywhere, and it's pretty affordable as well. But I do really love this, especially in the Tahitian vanilla bean scent. It's a very luxurious vanilla scent, I feel. I feel that I really absolutely adore this so very much. And it just really does soothe the skin. It's even long lasting after the shave is done and you're out of the shower. You still feel that your skin is just very much shielded, especially if you're someone that does get a lot of nicks and cuts and things like that. It could also be, you're impacted by maybe the razor that you're using, which obviously if you invest more money in a tool that is better, you might have better results as well. But I do think that regardless of what tool you use, whether it be from the dollar store or the most expensive store you could find a razor or whatever to shave with, this is going to be one of those things that it would just make anything you use 20 times better. And I feel like now that I use this, I could never shave without it. So I love this. I do. Next product that I have been using is Vanicream Gentle Body Wash for sensitive skin. Sometimes when I do a big poof of different products, this is something I kind of just add in there because it draws moisture into the skin. And just kind of to read a little bit about it, it's created for those who need or want to avoid common chemical irritants, so no chemicals are in this, found in ordinary skincare products. The sensitive skin formula is effective yet gentle and soap-free. It helps remove dirt and oils without drying the skin, and like I said, it draws moisture into the skin. I do like this. I think that especially living in a state where it's hot again 24/7. That's kind of what promoted me to try this, because I saw another influencer that I watch use this, and I thought, you know, this looks like a great product for someone that is worried about retaining moisture, because my skincare routine and the products that I had to use, like from when I was like in Maryland to like being in Florida, had to change. Not like dramatically, like, oh, I can't use anything I used to love or anything like that, but you know, you're in different elements and the weather is different, and you need to figure out how you're gonna, you know, not be ashy, not be dried out. So I feel like this is one of those things that it's really good to implement. Maybe not use solely by itself, but you can blend it with other things. It's very blendable. So I kind of just like it as a little safety guard product, but one that is a staple for that reason. And I do really like it a lot. And I do want to try more from the Vanicream line. I haven't tried a lot from them, so if you guys have any recommendations or anything that you guys like from Vanicream, you're more than welcome to comment down below and let me know. The next product that I really like using is the Magic Soap in Peppermint by Dr. Bronner's. I have a couple different ones of these. You can always find these at your local Marshalls or something like that, so not very hard to find, right? But these are pretty powerful, and I really do love their soaps. I feel like I always get a good wash. It's kind of basic in my opinion, but at the very same time healthy and really, really, really good to use on the skin because of the effects that it has on just like things like acne, dark marks, scars. It's constantly purifying and protecting. So I just feel like you can never go wrong with this. And normally if I ever travel or go somewhere foreign for a temporary amount of time, I'll probably take this because it's just a soap that I can use and I don't have to really think about switching it up due to any elements, weather or anything. I feel like it works good in all situations, and it will give you clean skin, clear skin, and really beautiful radiant skin as well with consistent use. It kind of makes me feel, because this one is the peppermint one, a very like invigorating like spa experience, because it's just so tingly everywhere. I feel like the Dr. Bronner soaps, I grab these when I travel or stuff because I just feel like they're easy. Like, you don't have to think about it. You don't have to think about what it's doing, if it's good for this state, that state, in all elements that you would be living in, working in. This would be a very acceptable product that would be really safe to use, especially if you're going to be going to beaches and tanning and hiking and doing things where your body is going to be affected, scratched, nicked in any way. I really think that this is a great product to invest in, and I think all of the Dr. Bronner soaps have a lot of give with that because of the Castile, the pure Castile content that they have. They're really good with purifying and clearing things like acne and so on and so forth like that. So I, for one, absolutely appreciate this soap so much. It's become my favorite. I've used it for such a long time, and I've bought several different ones of these, but this is my first time using the peppermint one, and I just thought that that was so cool. And then I didn't know that it was going to be tingly. I thought it was just going to like smell like peppermint. Well, I kind of thought it would be a little bit tingly, but not as much as it is, but like in a good way. So I do really like this product a lot. Last product is going to be the Miami Beach Bum. This Miami Beach Bum body cream in mint. I actually had another one. This one smells really good. That was in like an orange color, and I finished all of that. How I use this is I usually apply it onto my legs after shave days, just because it's a little thick, but not so thick and cloggy thick, but it's still thick and it still absorbs nicely, but maybe it just takes a little bit longer than like an oil or something that's a little bit thinner. I do really feel like this has a lot of skin benefits. This one is an oregano, aloe, and jojoba. And it says here your oregano powered solution for body, acne, razor burn, which would make sense why I use it after that. And I didn't even like read this and like decide to do that. It just felt like, yeah, this seems right to use it like this. Dry patches, dull skin, features aloe and jojoba oil to restore your skin barrier. So I do think that this is great for spot treating. I do think that this is just great for overall moisture, but I feel like it's something that's geared towards specifying the body part or the region in which you want to use it. Because if you wanted to use this on your whole body, you would get a very, very small amount of usage. And I don't think it's manufactured for the use of the whole entire body. I think this is very much a spot treatment. And it even says in the directions, spot treat irritated areas or use as a body moisturizer for your healthiest skin. So I guess you have the option to, but I mean, it's first saying to use it as a spot treatment. And it does say it has vegan ingredients, carbon neutral, a woman-owned brand. They give back. It's made in the USA and PCR plastic for like the container. But this is really cool. I would like to try a lot more from this brand as well. I think that I've loved all my products from them, and the moisture is on point. So if that is something that you really prize, you should try use some Miami Beach Balm. I think that they have great products as well. And that is basically going to conclude this video. There will be more to come. But if you guys have any product recommendations, or if you guys have even tried any of these products and have any 2 cents that you would like to add, you're more than welcome to do that in the comments down below. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, and just stay tuned, guys, because I will be coming out with some stuff for you guys. But I highly appreciate everybody that saw this video to the end, and I hope to see you guys in my next video.